Once again, the Philadelphia Eagles have done what so many teams only wish they could. Howie Roseman keeps proving that he's not just playing the game. He's several steps ahead of the rest of the league. We're only 2 days into training camp and already you can feel it. The energy, the hype, the confidence. And a big part of that is coming from 2 young names who slipped way too far in the draft. Campbell and JX Hunt, they were absolute steals, and now they're turning heads and making noise right out of the gate. This Eagles front office didn't just get lucky, they executed, they trusted their board, they trusted the process, and now it looks like they might have landed the future stars without paying star prices. Let's start with the big picture. This defense was already elite. Last season, Philadelphia had the #1 defense in the entire league. A unit that flustered Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid in the biggest game of the year. That's not an easy thing to do, and it wasn't just a one-game fluke. It was a season-long showcase of dominance, discipline, and talent. You felt it every Sunday. Now fast forward to this year, and they might be even better. That's not hyperbole. That's what happens when you draft smart, coach hard, and stay ahead of the salary cap. You're not just building a strong team. You're laying the foundation for a dynasty. Look at this potential starting lineup on defense heading into the 2025 season. It's not just good, it's scary. Jordan Davis, 25 years old and in the best shape of his life. He's a mountain in the middle, and now he's moving like a guy 20 pounds lighter. Nolan Smith is coming into this season with serious goals. He said he wants 12 sacks. And considering what he did in the playoffs last year, that number might not be as crazy as it sounds. For sacks in the postseason, 6.5. In the regular season, and he's only 24. Jalen Carter, second-team All-Pro and just 24 years old. This guy's already a nightmare for offensive lines. And he hasn't even hit his prime yet. Then there's JX Hunt. This is where it gets even more exciting. Hunt really started to emerge late last year, especially in the playoffs, and he's just 24. The way he came off the edge, the way he played with motor and technique. He wasn't just filling a role, he was making an impact. There's a reason why people inside the building are comparing his traits to guys like Micah Parsons. We'll get into that more in a bit. But just know, this isn't your average third-round developmental player. He's something more. Moro Oyomo is another name that's turning heads. Last year, he flew under the radar, sneaky good tape, efficient reps. And now he's stepping into a bigger role. He's replacing Milton Williams, who just signed for a whopping $26 million a year with New England. But Oyomo, he might be better and cheaper. Zach Bond is back on a fresh contract, coming off a year where he made first-team All-Pro and nearly took home Defensive Player of the Year honors. That was his first full year as an off-ball linebacker. Think about that. He's 28. And now he's helping mentor guys like Campbell without an ounce of ego. That's culture. That's leadership. That's how you build something lasting. Quinyon Mitchell, just 24. Already recognized as a top 10 corner in the league. And then you have Cooper DeJean, who might be the best slot corner in football right now. He's 22. Campbell, 21. And he was a top 10 player on Philly's draft board. A guy they couldn't believe fell to 3rd or 1st overall. Reed Blankenship is the glue in the secondary. He's 26. Came in as an undrafted guy from Middle Tennessee State, and now he's one of the top safeties in the game. Lock him up. Pay the man. Keely Ringo might start. He's 23. And Andrew Mukuba, already getting first-team reps and showing out. Second-rounder from this year's draft. He's 22, but what's even more impressive than the talent? The price tag. Despite all this young firepower on defense, the Eagles are running one of the cheapest units in the entire league. That's not a mistake. That's a strategy. Entering 2025, Philly ranks 12th in offensive spending. Not a surprise when you look at the roster. Everyone along the offensive line has been paid, except for Tyler Steen. Jalen Hurts is on his extension. A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith are locked in. Dallas Goedert restructured, but is still earning strong money. So, the offense is getting its due, but the defense, get this, they rank 30th in total spending, 3rd cheapest in the entire league. 31st in money spent on the defensive line, 30th at linebacker, 31st at safety. The only real investment is at cornerback, and even some of that cash is tied to players no longer on the team, like James Bradbury, and yet, despite being near the bottom in defensive spending, they just keep dominating. Last year, when they won the Super Bowl, the defense ranked 27th in money spent. Let that sink in. This is masterclass roster building from Howie Roseman. It's cap genius. The philosophy: identify elite talent early, lock them in before the market explodes, and build a unit that's young, hungry, and affordable. Meanwhile, other teams, like the Cowboys, are stuck in reactive mode. Dallas is staring at massive extensions from Micah Parsons, who's about to reset the market, and they already overpaid for an average quarterback in Dak Prescott. They shelled out big bucks for CD Lamb too, who's great, don't get me wrong. But those are premium prices. The Eagles, on the other hand, are getting premium performance without that kind of financial burden. That's how dynasties are born. That's how you win year after year. You scout well, you draft smart, and you don't panic. And when a talent like Campbell falls into your lap at 31, you don't hesitate. You sprint to the podium. Campbell wasn't just cleared to play. He's already practicing, already flying around, and showing exactly why the Eagles had him ranked so high, coming off labrum surgery. Some thought he'd be eased in. Not the case. He's moving well, showing elite traits for his size and position: speed, length, instincts, everything you want from a modern linebacker. He's got the pass rush background, the physical tools, and now he's learning from guys like Zach Bond. That's a dream situation for a young defender. You watch him go through drills and it jumps off the screen. Fast feet, violent hands, long limbs. He's a problem in space, but also dangerous when he comes downhill. You can drop him in coverage or let him rush the passer. He brings that kind of versatility. And remember, he wasn't even supposed to be ready for camp. Vic Fangio himself admitted he didn't expect Campbell to be this far along. He said the medical staff gave him a conservative timeline, but Campbell blew right past it. He worked his tail off this offseason, and now he looks like he never missed a beat. The Eagles got a gift at pick 31, the same way they did with Jalen Carter at pick 9, Nolan Smith at 30, and now J.X. Hunt in the 3rd round. These are cornerstone players, building blocks. And with the way this staff develops talent, especially on the defensive side, it's hard not to imagine what this unit could look like 3 years from now. Fast, violent, deep, and above all, cheap. That's the part nobody talks about enough. The Eagles are winning with a budget defense that's outperforming teams with top 3 payrolls. Zach Bond said it best when asked about helping Campbell develop. He made it clear he's not one of those veterans who holds back info because he's afraid of losing his spot. He said, "I'm going to teach him everything I know." And that tells you everything you need to know about the culture inside this locker room. Bond doesn't need to worry. He was arguably the MVP of the defense last season outside of Jalen Carter. But he sees the big picture. He knows Campbell learning fast only makes the unit stronger. That kind of selflessness doesn't show up on stat sheets, but it wins games. And let's not forget Campbell's journey, coming out of IMG Academy as a pass rusher, then transitioning to off-ball linebacker at Alabama. He's been adapting and growing every year. And now he's in a system under Vic Fangio, who might be old school in the way he speaks, never overly complimentary. But he knows talent when he sees it. Fangio said Campbell did fine. That's high praise from a coach who's not in the business of sugarcoating. He's not trying to pump anyone's ego. If he says a guy looks fine, it usually means he's impressed. We've seen this before. Sometimes it takes just one practice, one rep, to know a guy is built for the league. Some rookies walk on the field and everyone around them just feels it. Other guys, it's obvious they don't have it. Jalen Reagor was one of those guys. But Campbell, from day one, he's made it clear he belongs. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a twist that's igniting chatter across NFL circles, whispers are emerging from Philadelphia suggesting that the Eagles may be on the verge of welcoming back a familiar face to their offensive line. MEKHI Beckton, once hailed as a rising star during his early days with the New York Jets. Beckton's journey through injuries and inconsistencies has made headlines for all the wrong reasons. But now, the possibility of a comeback, and an Eagles green, no less, is turning heads. Sources close to the team haven't confirmed anything concrete, but the speculation is gaining steam. The buzz started when Beckton was reportedly spotted near the Eagles facility, fueling rumors that the franchise could be considering a low-risk, high-reward move to bolster their offensive line depth, given the physical toll the NFL exacts. Especially late in the season, the idea of bringing in a massive, experienced lineman like Beckton suddenly doesn't sound so far-fetched. At 6'7" and over 360 pounds, Beckton's presence on the field is impossible to ignore. Despite his setbacks, his raw talent remains undeniable, and at just 25 years old, there's still time for a redemption arc. The Eagles, known for being strategic with personnel decisions, could be positioning themselves to make a calculated gamble, one that could pay dividends if Beckton can stay healthy and recapture some of his early career form, of course. This is all still in the realm of speculation. No official announcement has been made, and neither the Eagles nor Beckton's camp has commented on the rumors. But the possibility alone has sparked curiosity and a bit of excitement among fans and analysts alike. Could this be the surprise move of the offseason if the Eagles are indeed preparing to give Beckton another shot? It could be one of the most intriguing comeback stories of the year. For now, it's just a rumor, but in the NFL, where smoke often leads to fire, this is one to watch closely. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.